Follow Goa News Hub on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter.
नमस्कार, येवकार तुमकां. आजपासून आमी एक वेगळी सिरीज तुमच्या मुखार हाडटा आनी सिरीजाचें नांव आसा मीट दी बॉस. बॉस हे उतर हाजे खातीर वापरता की खंयच्याय कंपनीचो चीफ जावपा खातीर किंवा खंयची कंपनी सुरू करून ती धडपडान वयर काडपा खातीर जे एटेम्प्ट लागता, जे सॅक्रिफायसीस लागता, पर्सनल लायफानूय सॅक्रिफायस लागता आनी प्रोफेशनल लायफानूय जितले सॅक्रिफायस करचे पडटा ते सॅक्रिफायस केल्या उपरांतूच कोण बॉस ह्या पदवेचेर पावता तेन्नाच ताजी कंपनी ह्या लेवलार पावता की सगळे जाण नोटीस करता, तो फायदो करपाक लागता आनी तो आपल्या बरोबर 4 लोकांकूय एम्प्लॉयमेंट दिता. आतां ह्या सिरिजा वरवीं आमी तुमच्या मुखार ते लोक हाडटले जाणी ह्यो सगळ्यो पायऱ्यो यशस्वीपणान चडल्या आनी त्या जाग्यार आसा ज्या जाग्यार लोक तांकां म्हणपाक शकता मीट दी बॉस. सो मीटिंग वन बॉस टुडे. एक बॉसाक आमी मेळटा ज्या मनशान सॉफ्टवेअर टॅक्नॉलॉजी ह्या फिल्डान आनी IT ह्या फिल्डान आपलें एक नांव वयर काडिल्लें आसा आनी गोंयचें नांवूय ताणें वयर काडिल्लें आसा. 𝐌𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐠 𝐒𝐚𝐥𝐿 हें नांव सगळ्यांक नवीन न्ही, सगळे जाण जाणा की IT एंड सॉफ्टवेअर ह्या फिल्डान ते आतां म्हणसर अग्रेसर आसा. तांची कंपनी कितें करता, तांकां कितली धडपड करची पडली आनी बाकीच्यो गजाली जाणा जावन घेवपा खातीर आमी तांच्या ऑफिसान आयिल्ले आसा. हें घोगळ मडगांव हांगा ऑफीस. 𝐌𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐠 𝐒𝐚𝐥 मेळटलें. ही इज CEO एंड फावंडर ऑफ उमंग सॉफ्टवेअर टॅक्नॉलॉजीज प्रायवेट लिमिटेड आनी तांचे कडल्यान जाणा जावन घेतलें की एक्चुअली कितें लागता टू बी दी बॉस. सो आमचे बरोबर येया. दीस इज मच इनफॉर्मल प्रोग्राम. सो एकादले वेळ हांगा ते ग्लिचीस आसत जाल्यार खंयच वचूं नाका किंवा वायट मानून घेवं नाका, कारण दीस इज मच इनफॉर्मल प्रोग्राम वेरीन वी आर टेकिंग टू यू फॉर्मरली इन टू दी हार्ट ऑफ अ बॉस. आमी पाविल्ले आसा उमंग टॅक्नॉलॉजीच्या ऑफिसान. हांगा पुराय फ्लोर उमंग टॅक्नॉलॉजीचो आसा आनी तुमी पळयता हांगा जे तरेन आर्टिस्टिकली तांणी पुराय डेकोर केल्लो आसा. अशें दिसना की खंयचे सॉफ्टवेअर किंवा एक सिरियस ऑफिसान आयिल्ले आसा, पूण अशें दिसता की खंयच्या तरी एक फन लवींग मनशाच्या ऑफिसान आयिल्ले आसा. सो आमी मेळटले 𝐌𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐠 𝐒𝐚𝐥. आनी फायनली आमी पाविल्ले आसा उमंगच्या ऑफिसान आनी आमचे बरोबर आसा स्वता 𝐌𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐠 𝐒𝐚𝐥. देव बरें करूं वेळ दिलो म्हणून.
Thank you.
You are one of the most busiest businessman entrepreneur in Goa.
No, not at all. I'm always available for everyone. I think so. पयलीं म्हणल्यार गोवा न्यूज हबान उमंगान येवन उमंगाची शोभा वाडयली आनी आय थिंक थँक्स रुपेश टू यू for giving us the opportunity to be the first, I think so, the part of the first episode.
This is the first episode.
Yeah, so
you are the first boss we are featuring.
Thank you.
Okay, and you don't seems to be, following the usual office rules. If we say your office rule says give your best, work hard, think positive, never give up.
Drink coffee, that's important.
Respect, communicate, have fun. Have fun.
Now, beer asta chili, then it would have been drink beer. So
drink coffee and encourage. So this is your space where you.
Yes. I'll just take you through. So meet Uma. Uma is my wife, and she is the COO and the co-founder of Umang. So by the way, Umang is enthusiasm, that you know, but Umang also means Uma plus 𝐌𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐠.
Okay, both together.
That's Umang.
Okay, we'll start with her actually. आयडिया कशी आयली, हांवें हाजे पयलीं 𝐌𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐠 कडेन उलयल्लो तेन्ना ताणें सांगलें की आपूण एक बरो जॉब सोडून गोंयान आयलो आनी नंतर ही कंपनी स्टार्ट केली आनी बोथ ऑफ यू वर दी को फावंडर्स. तेन्ना एक रिस्क दिसूं ना. आयडियली कशें करता, एकटो खंय तरी बरें सेक्युअर्ड जॉबाक आसता आनी दुसरो आसता तो असो बिझनेसान येता.
रिस्क आशिल्ली, बट देन आय थॉट रिस्क म्हणटा ती शेवटी घेवपा खातीरूच आसता न्ही. सो वी थॉट वी शूड गो अहेड. ऑफकोर्स आय थिंक आय कंटिन्यूड वर्किंग टील द टायम वी अचीव्ड अ स्टेबिलिटी. सो इट इज नॉट दॅट इट वॉज ऑल ऑफ अ सडन जंप.
ओके, टेल अस अबाउट वी हॅव टू तुमच्या तोंडांतल्यान आयकपा जाय म्हाका की कशी स्टार्ट जालें फर्स्ट उमंग म्हणून करचें अशें ताका दिसलें, केन्ना स्टार्ट जालें, पयलीं तुमी सपोर्ट केलो काय ना ऑर यू फर्स्ट सेड नाका आसूं तूं बरो जॉब सोडून आनी हांगा कित्याक येता काय
No, no, no. I supported him. So, अशें केन्ना डिस्कशन जालें ना की why are we doing this or we should not go ahead. So we decided that fine, it's okay. We should go ahead and try something.
So initially, as I said, it was 2009 where people were in between the 2008 recession time and so on. There were a lot of job cuts and so on. And हांगा जेन्ना म्हाका एक opportunity येताली, I said it's a good opportunity where I think we could change a little bit of the IT scene in Goa. I know the IT scene in Goa was not that glamorous and it's not that exciting like how it is today. But त्या टायमार ऑफकोर्स स्टार्टअप म्हणटा तो शब्द म्हाका 3-4 वर्सांनी कळ्ळो स्टार्टअप म्हणटा ते आमी स्टार्टअप म्हणून. बट वेन वी स्टार्टेड ऑफ वी वर just called as a IT company and we were doing that. And I think so as Uma said, it was about I took the step ahead and Uma was there to support me. And then once she was working for IBM earlier, and once we said things are stable, we could get the next project in hand and hire more people on board and so on. So Uma said, she'll come forward to not exactly working for the as a handling the software development and the execution, but more of handling the legal, the finance and the HR side. So that's what she is still doing for the last 13 years.
ओके लास्ट 13 इयर्स म्हणजे 13 वर्सां पयलीं तुमी डिसायड केलें की आपूण बाबा ही स्टेबल जॉब सोडून हांगा यू वील जॉइन इट.
Yeah, because then opportunity आयली, we thought okay, I should help him. So he was handling one part, I was handling the other part.
वॉट इज युअर रिएक्शन जेन्ना गोंयचे IT प्रोफेशनल्स गोंय सोडून भायर वताले तेन्ना हो मनीस गोंय भायर सोडून गोंयान आयलो?
Reaction अशें कांय नाशिल्लें, but yeah, I think we wanted to come back and settle in Goa. That was also important, that we come back to our place म्हणटात तशें.
फीश करी रायस बी जाय तशें तुका कंपल्शन आशिल्लें कारण खुबशे पॉलिटिशियन आमी पळयले दिल्ली गेल्या उपरांत फीश करी रायस जाय म्हणून परत गोंयान आयले.
ना, फिश करी रायस वॉज नेवर द फॅन्टसी पार्ट ऑफ इट. ऑन टॉप लोक म्हाका म्हणटात की अरे आय वर्क एज मारवाडी म्हणून, बिकॉज आय वेक अप एट अँड कम टू माय ऑफिस एट 9:15 इन ऑफिस, leave at 1:30 for lunch, back by 2:15, though the lunch break is still 2:30, again 6:30-7 म्हणल्यार हांव ऑफिसान आसता. द रुटीन फॉर द लास्ट 13 years. आतां 13 years म्हणले बरोबर सुद्दां लोक म्हणटात की अरे जाणटो जालो मरे तूं, जाणटी जाली कंपनी. आय थिंक 13 इज वेअर अवर टीनेज स्टार्ट्स and that's where the fun begins. So I think so it's in the fun process now we are in, and things will go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. I think तुम्ही काम करताले and we stopped you.
That's okay.
This is one room which we entered. This is the conference room. Conference room हो महत्वाचो आसता. खुबशे कॉर्पोरेटान कॉन्फरन्स रूमानूच चड टायम वता.
Absolutely, but like how we say, most of your ideas come from your toilets. So it is like, most of the brainstorming happens in the conference room than your cabin or your workplace.
Okay.
So let me take you through the other places.
Welcome to Sunshine Hospital, where excellence meets compassion. We specialize in diabetology, laparoscopic laser surgery, cardiology, acidity, and pain management. Our mission is to provide healing and hope to every life we touch, with kindness, integrity, and respect. Our vision is to become a world-class medical center, providing service that is conscious and optimal at an affordable cost to all citizens under one roof. Meet our doctors. They are well qualified, well experienced, good communicators, and empathetic towards the patient's needs. They embody the core values of compassion and excellence. When you or a loved one needs care, turn to Sunshine Hospital. Not only do we have all the latest technology, but our facilities are designed with your comfort in mind. Our goal is to offer the best possible care for you and your loved ones.
This is one of the room where a lot of things happen. So we have our HR Milanta sitting here. So Milanta is taking care of a lot of recruitment which is happening at Umang at this point. ताजे शिवाय ह्या सायडीन बसला आमचो सिस्टम एडमिन संदेश बसला. वी हॅव ऑल द बिझनेस डेव्हलपमेंट टीम हियर. ऑस्कर इज द VP ऑफ बिझनेस डेव्हलपमेंट. And I have Ashwini here. She is my executive assistant. She's handling all my extracurricular stuff which I do along with Umang. These are some of the words and very positive terms which actually makes up which is a part of our IT industry. हातून आनी प्रत्येक शब्दान भितर एक जो पळय word or alphabet घेतला, it is related to our what do you say, they are logos of a technology. So if you see there enthusiasmaच्या ते U जे आसा is of actually जावाचो कप. सो जावा टेक्नॉलॉजी. क्वॉलिटीचे थंय A आसा, थंय आमी एंड्रॉयडाचे A घेतला आमी. सो आनी थंय इफ यू सी फोकसांतलो O इज उमंगाचो लोगो घेतला. सो आय कॉल इट एज इंटरनल ब्रँडिंग which actually adds a lot of energy to your workplace.
ओके, सो आमी फुडें वचून पळयतले बाकीचे ऑफिस रादा.
Let's get into the CTO cabin. So we have our CTO here, Poonam. So Poonam Narvekar, she's a CTO, and Praveen here is the project lead. So sorry to disturb. Yeah.
Umang means enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is what drives the mankind.
Development area. So we have all the, you can see people getting onto client calls and so on here. Get into my cabin. So this is supposed to be the place where I sit, and that's my wife's sit. So
This is den of the boss.
This is the den. I always have a informal, funny word what I say is I share the table as well as the bed at home. so the partners in crime sit together, and that's how business has been happening. So yeah, that's
This
it.
is your cabin.
Please sit.
कंधों से मिलते हैं कंधे, कदमों से कदम मिलते हैं, हम चलते हैं जब ऐसे तो दिल दुश्मन के हिलते हैं.
हर पल तूफान से टकराती है जिंदगी, हर कदम कांटों पे लहराती है जिंदगी.
मायूसी के अमन में चेतना की ज्वाला दहकती रहे, यही है प्रयास. अंगारों पे चलना क्या है, हम खुद शोले बनकर रचे नया इतिहास.
हम सैनिक स्कूल के जवान, सदा चले सीना तान.
हमें न रोक सके कोई आंधी या तूफान.
देश के रक्षा में मर मिटना, ये है हमारी शान.
हमारे स्कूल का हमें है अभिमान.
हम अंबोली सैनिक स्कूल के जवान, सदा चले सीना तान.
आणि फायनली आमी पावले त्या जाग्यार ज्या जाग्यारसून ह्या सगळ्या कंपनीचे ब्रेन म्हणपाक शकता, ज्या कंपनीचे बद्दल फुडें कसो वचचो, प्रोग्रेस जर जाता तें हांगच्यान स्टार्ट जाता. कॅबिन ऑफ मांगेरी सालेलकर. पयलीं म्हणजे वील स्टार्ट विथ वन बेसीक क्वेश्चन. खुबशे जाणांक कळपाक जाय की सॉफ्टवेअर टेक्नॉलॉजी म्हणटा आसतना खुबश्यो कंपनी सॉफ्टवेअर टेक्नॉलॉजीन आसा. वॉट मेक्स यू डिफरंट?
So let me put it in a very simple way. आतापर्यंत इफ यू आस्क मी, आम्ही जाणात की एवरीबडी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट टेक टेक टेक, एवरीबडी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टार्टअप्स. सो ह्यो इतल्यो ज्यो IT कंपनीज आसात इंडियान, ह्यो सगळ्यो IT कंपनीज सगळे एकूच गोष्ट करनात. प्रत्येक मनीस वेगळे वेगळे करतात. कोण सॉफ्टवेअर डेव्हलप करता, कोण वेबसायट डेव्हलप करता, कोण वेब ॲप्लिकेशन डेव्हलप करता, कोण मोबायल ॲप्लिकेशन डेव्हलप करता, कोण आनी कितें हार्डवेरा खातीर कितें इंटिग्रेशना खातीर करता, मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंगा खातीर करता. सो ऑल दीस थिंग्स आर डिफरंट कंपनीज. So that is where we can survive in this ecosystem sometimes without calling each other as competitors. Okay. So what makes Umang separate? Umang is placing itself as an application re-engineering company. But application re-engineering म्हणल्यार कितें? आता we know by now half the world is already automated. Half the world already have softwares. All the businesses are going on web solutions, software solutions, mobile appacher पावले आता. So everybody is talking about that I can develop. We are placing ourselves here saying we are here to maintain it. We are here to re-engineering it. आता जे पळय थोड्यो 20 वर्सां पयलीं टेक्नॉलॉजी जी आशिल्ली ती आज ना, पूण तो सॉफ्टवेअर जो तयार केल्लो आसता 20 वर्सां पयलीं, तो समज आमच्या डॅस्कटॉप एप्लिकेशन म्हणटा तें आसता, तें डॅस्कटॉप एप्लिकेशन समज क्लाउडार व्हरपा जाय, मोबायलाचेर व्हरपा जाय, इज वॉट वी डू. दॅट इज वेर उमंग इज युनीक ओवर अदर कंपनीज.
Secondly, you are not only in Goa, you are also abroad.
Yes.
That is what I read about your profile.
So we have last year we started off in Silicon Valley, and just last month we set up in Australia, so in Melbourne. So we have like 2-3 sales people who are sitting up there, and that's how माझ्या हांगाचे बिझनेस डेव्हलपमेंटाचे मार्केटिंगाचे टीम जी आसा तांचे कडेन कोऑर्डिनेट करता, लीड्स हाडटात. That's how the business goes.
So you are a multinational company by now.
Yes.
Goan multinational company.
Goan born multinational.
Goan born multinational company. So ह्या जर्नीन आमी पळयलें की खूब फावटी सरकाराचेर खूब जाण हें दवरता आनी आपली आदन सरकाराचेर दवरून लोक आपले धंदो सुरू करता. तुवें केन्नाच दवरूं ना?
ना, कशें आसा, 2009 जेन्ना हांवें उमंग स्टार्ट केलें तेन्ना सरकारूच नकळो आशिल्लो IT कंपनीज कितल्यो आसा ते गोंयांत, कळ्ळें न्ही. सो दॅट इज अ फॅक्ट वीच एवरीबडी नोज. आज आमचे कडेन IT मिनिस्टर आसा, आज आमी तो जाणा की बाबा खंयच्यो खंयच्यो कंपनीज आसा, कितें कितें करता. सो दॅट इज वेर इट गिव्स हिम द कॉन्फिडन्स टू सेट अप पॉलिसीज, come up with different schemes for this company. त्या टायमार स्किम्स म्हणटा त्यो नाशिल्ल्योच. सो इफ यू आस्क मी टुडे, Umang has grown to a different level altogether. We did not start because government is giving us schemes. We did not start because there's some incentives which is there from maybe the central government or something like that. We did not start because of that. We started off because we have the opportunity of doing some real business in IT across the globe. जो पळय थोड्यो आमी कंपनी कडेन काम करतात, they are one of few of the very elite organizations which we are working. So who really understand our processes, who understand how a software company works, they respect the knowledge what we carry. So it becomes very easy for us to work with them. So we are going on in that fashion. So there is no yeah की बाबा ₹1 सुद्धा गव्हर्मेंटा कडल्यान घेवन, and we are happy about that.
स्किल्ड मॅन पॉवर मेळना म्हणटा गोंयान. आनी दुसऱ्या वटेन डिमांड आसा की खंयच्याय प्रायवेट इंडस्ट्रीन 80% 80% गोंयकारांक घेवचें म्हणून. यू बिलीव दीस 80% गोंयकारांक घेवपाक जाय?
सी आय विल से 80% समज तुमी गोंयकाराक रिजर्वेशन करतले जाल्यार पयलें म्हणल्यार गोंयकारांक स्कील करात. इफ वी फोकस ऑन स्किलिंग एंड देन वी कॅन थिंक ऑफ लुकिंग एट किपींग रिजर्वेशन. अदरवायज डू नॉट इंटरफियर. I think whoever political parties or elements in the society are trying to talk about it are people who really do not understand how to run a business. If I have to run a business today, if I'm getting a business opportunity, I have to look at whether I am having that talented skill set people in Goa. म्हजे कडेन समज ना, हांव धंदो सोडपाक शकना.
आसा गोंयान IT खातीर, खास करून सॉफ्टवेअर डेव्हलपमेंटा खातीर?
आसात, खूब जाण आसात. वी आर देर. बट वॉट हॅपन्स इज समटायम्स द टॅलंट गोज आउटसायड गोवा. जाल्यार कितें करप आमी? लोक खंयच्यान हाडप? सो इफ एट ऑल पीपल आर गोईंग आउटसायड गोवा, वी हॅव टू लुक एट पीपल आउटसायड गोवा टू एक्चुअली वर्क फॉर अस, रायट? So it's a give and take type of a situation which has happened at this point of time, and I think so there's no harm hiring anybody from Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad. We are hiring people and we are doing it very beautifully, and things have been going well.
Okay, another thing, when it comes to business, it's one point is to get to the top, which you have already done. Second is to survive there and sustain there. म्हणजे थंय रावपा जाय, तूं एक नंबरार आसा तो एक नंबरार उरप ही मोठी चॅलेंज आसता. एक नंबरार वचपा इतलीच चॅलेंज आसता ती. सो नाव when we call you as the boss in this program, what it takes, to be the boss?
पयली म्हणल्यार I say we are coming from a service sector. So as a service industry, we have to focus more on the team. The team is our asset. The entire team at Umang plays a very vital role. They are the people who are actually running the show. And though the term boss is there, but I think so more than calling it as a boss, I think if I call myself as a leader, then I think I should be in a better position to motivate them, encourage them, and look at transformational leadership. Transformational leadership म्हणल्यार कितें? आज एकलो मनीस डेव्हलपर म्हणून आसा, तो फाल्यां लिडर जाता, तो फाल्यां प्रोजेक्ट मॅनेजर जाता, तो फाल्यां आनी कोण जाता. आज हांव म्हणटा तुका आय एम द CEO ऑफ द कंपनी. फाल्यां आय मे नॉट बी द CEO ऑफ उमंग. I may get on to some other level where I have to look at some other options of getting business to the company, and I have to see that some capable person is running the show. That is how it is.
You have been able to create leaders through
Definitely. I think so. We have been having excellent leaders at Umang.
कितले जाण सोडून वता? हो एक प्रॉब्लेम आसा. एकटो सोडून गेलो मागीर ताका रिप्लेसमेंट मेळपा प्रॉब्लेम.
So currently if you ask me, though we say that we have not hit recession, but we are currently in a very high attrition phase. Not just in Goa, this attrition phase and attrition is going on across the globe. US is hit very badly on this part of it. India is facing the T-wounds. But कशें आसा, लोक वतात पुणून there are नवे लोक तयार जातात. Nothing is permanent. You have to know one thing, the game you started alone, you are the last man standing. So you have to take it ahead in that direction. But over the period, you will have best of the people who are standing besides you to support you, and I highly respect every individual who has worked at Umang in past, the ex-employees also, who if they were not the part of the journey, I wouldn't be standing where I am today. So I respect everybody's contribution to that.
डायवर्सिफिकेशन करपाक खूब जाण चिंतता की एकाच हातून सगळे खंय तांतयां एकाच हातून बास्केटान घालप ना, बास्केट पडल्यार सगळीं फुट्टलीं म्हणून. सो आर यू लुकिंग एट डायवर्सिफिकेशन काय ऑलरेडी केलां बी आमकां खबर ना?
Now, things are in the pipeline. So what's happening is Umang till now has been working on more or less like a as I said, service company हातून एक थोडे technologies काम करतात and so on. So now currently we are looking at diversifying in advanced technologies. So we are setting up a research team at Umang who will be working under data science. We have already worked on data warehouse projects. Just to tell you a few projects we have worked on, we are official vendors to the United Nations. So that gives us a liberty and the access to work on a lot of UN projects. So we have worked on marine research software for Norwegian companies. We have worked for some of the nuclear plants to some of the countries sitting out in Madgaon, Gogol म्हणतात तसं. आणि healthcare कंपनीजान काम केलें आमी, construction कंपनीजा बरोबर काम केलां. These are all international projects.
So गोगळान बसून you have worked for UN.
Absolutely.
गोगळान बसून you have worked for nuclear
Yes.
companies.
So
Nuclear projects of certain countries. Of
Countries.
course, you might not mention that
I cannot mention that on
on record.
On record.
But-
But these are some things which makes us quite unique, wherein जेन्ना नवे कंपनीज आमचे कडेन अप्रोच जाता, whether we can work on that, looking at our portfolio itself, it gives them the confidence that if at all UN can trust Umang as a small company of a 40-50 people team from Goa, then I think anybody in this world can trust us, because some of their sophisticated data is with us. A lot of things are there, so people trust.
कनेक्टिविटीचो एक इशू आसता. प्रत्येक जाण म्हणटा की गोंयान यू कॅन नॉट फंक्शन, कनेक्टिविटी ना. देन दे सर्च फॉर अ प्लेस वेर देर इज अ प्रॉपर कनेक्टिविटी. मागीर ते IT पार्काचो कॉन्सेप्ट सुरू जाला. हांगा IT पार्क बी कांय ना. वेर यू आर ऑपरेटींग, आय थिंक इट्स अ नॉर्मल कमर्शियल स्पेस इन हार्ट ऑफ द सिटी, दॅट्स ऑल.
So connectivityचं कसं आसा, I wouldn't put it onto a controversial topic, but we all know the fact that internet connectivity or last mile connectivity is not that stable or clear in Goa. So हो जो मुद्दो आसा तो of course the new government is already taking initiatives on talking about har ghar fiber, whatever those things. So that will take its own course. But I think so certain issues which pop up with internet connectivity is the coordination between say departments like say power department, IT department or the internet service providers. I think so if they work in sync, ISP समज तुवें फोन मारला, अरे म्हणजे फायबर तुटला, तो म्हणटा अरे पावर डिपार्टमेंटान आमगेलो पोला वयलो वायर कट केल्या. सो ऑल दीस थिंग्स इज अ केओस एंड वी आर सफरींग, एंड दॅट बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट म्हजे कडेन प्रायमरी आसा एक ISP, सेकंडरी आसा दुसरो ISP, टर्शरी आसा तिसरो ISP, अशें म्हजे कडेन 4 इंटरनेट लायन्स हांवें घेवन दवरल्या.
प्लॅन ABCD आसा.
ABCD आसा, नाल्यार धंदो करपाक पावना हांव. And this is not my alone. I am doing this. Every IT company, and I believe businesses who are depending on IT or the internet are doing this. Otherwise, you cannot survive. So it's no point complaining. But I think so. These are certain things which people have to take care of.
Okay, you are also the founder president of Goa Technology Association, and we spoke to Milind Anvekar, who's current president. तेन्ना ताणें एक स्टेटमेंट केल्लो. सो खूब जाणांनी म्हाका ताजेरूय परत विचारलें की ते म्हणटा की कॉमन BA जाल्ले भुरगो सुद्दां IT इंडस्ट्रीन येवपाक शकता. ताच्या खातीर व्हडलें कितें करपाची गरज ना. IT इंडस्ट्री कॅन प्रोवायड एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोवायडेड यू सपोर्ट IT इंडस्ट्री. इट इज ट्रू दॅट कॉमन BA जाल्लो सुद्दां भुरगो, BA BCom जाल्लो भुरगो ITन येवपाक शकता?
सी हे BA BCom जे ITन येता, हो ट्रेंड इज नॉट न्यू. हो ट्रेंड इन्फोसिसान स्टार्ट केलो 10 वर्सां पयलीं. जेन्ना तांकां कळिल्लें की ही अशी परिस्थिती येतली आनी जे इंजिनियर्स म्हणटा ते आसा पळय बीज म्हणटा ते आसा तांकां probably will be a lot in demand. The supply will be less and demand will be more, and that is where they had already started training BA जाल्ले BCom जाल्ले कोणी वोकेशनल केल्ले आसा. सी मेन इम्पॉर्टंट म्हणल्यार IT ऑर समज तूं प्रोग्रामिंगान भितर सरता इज वॉट वी नीड इज सिंपल लॉजीक. समज लॉजीक आनी एप्टिट्यूड समज तुगेल्या जाग्यार आसा स्किल्स कॅन बी ट्रेंड. टेक्नॉलॉजी शिकपाक व्हडलें कांयच न्ही. सो ती शिकोवपाक समज आमी समज 1 म्हयनो से 1 म्हयनो आनी थोड्यांक 2 म्हयने लागतले. 2 म्हयने समज ट्रेनिंग घालें म्हजे कडेन प्रोग्रामर भायर सरता दॅट इज फॉर शुअर. सो हांव म्हणना की इट कॅन एक्चुली रिप्लेस अ इंजिनियर. इंजिनियर हॅज इट्स ओन इंटेलिजन्स एन अ डिफरंट हे. बट कशें आसा तुजें काम जावन पडटा.
सो BA आनी BCom जाल्ल्यांकूय IT इंडस्ट्रीन
डेफिनेटली आय वील बी मोर दॅन हॅपी टू टेक. कित्याक आजूच आमी एड घाल्लो आसा. पयलीं आमी फक्त IT आनी कंप्युटरांक घेताले. वी आर ओपन फॉर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड इलेक्ट्रिकल पीपल ऑल्सो हू हॅव द लॉजीक एंड द बेजीक कंप्युटर सेन्स.
ओके. सो इट्स गेटिंग वायडर.
इट्स गेटिंग वायडर.
ऑल इन्क्लुझिव्ह जाता सध्या म्हणजे ऑल एकोमोडेटिव्ह म्हटल्यार आता. Okay, so final, before we actually end this entire journey, first of all, thank you very much. कोण अशें ऑफिसान येवपा दिना आनी इतलें दाखयना कांय कळना भितर कितें चल्लां. यू एक्चुअली शोड अस युअर ऑफिस विच इज नायस ऑफिस. बिफोर वी वायंड अप एनी मेसेज. हांगा खूब फावटी अशें जाता की गोंयकार बिजनेसान येना कारण ताका दिसता कोणा कडेन तरी काम करून आपूण अमके हजार जोडून सुशेगाद रावल्लो बरो रादर दॅन आपल्या खाण्याचेर सगळ्यो जबाबदाऱ्यो घेवन आनी चार किंवा 40 लोकांची आनी जबाबदारी घेवन आपूण दीस रात हांगा खचत रावप. वॉट वूड बी युअर एडवायस टू पीपल एस्पेशली ह्यो भुरगे आसा यूथ तांकां.
सी जेन्ना हांवें स्टार्ट केल्लें तुका म्हणलें तशें द मेन एम वॉज दॅट आय क्रिएट अ डिफरंट IT सीन. I changed the IT scenario and that is where GTA also came in the picture and I tried my level best to change. I know I got a lot of appreciation awards and for my work, but main importantly that is not what you work for. What you work for is for again some selfish reason that समज तुवें अशी इकोसिस्टम तयार केली जाल्यार तुकाच बऱ्याक पडटलें, तुकाच धंदो करपाक बऱ्याक पडटलो. आज कितें आसा the government is also talking about don't look at just being a job seeker, also be a job giver. Okay, so I don't believe in actually staying on this side or that side of it. The grass is greener on both the sides. Okay, this side you feel अरे बाबा आपल्याला धंदो असल्यार बरें म्हणून. So if you ask me, when I started I had never thought that I would start a IT company. So it was never that no I wanted to be my own boss, that's why I started, nothing like that. So it was just that आज समज आमी माय विजन म्हणजे म्हाका कितें करपाक जाय एज यू सेड एक लेवलाचेर पावले बरोबर तुका दिसता की फुडें आनी कितें. सो आज म्हाका दिसता एक लेवलाचेर हांव पावलो. नेक्स्ट इज जस्ट क्रिएटींग एम्प्लॉयमेंट. इट्स अबाउट नाव यू नो दॅट यू आर स्टेबल, तुका कोण हालोवपाक शकना. Next is about just taking those calculative risks and making sure that you can create more employment, create more awareness in technology. We need to create awareness in technology. म्हाका खंयच्या सांग्याच्या गांवार आय एम फ्रॉम सांगे, सो आय वूड लव टू गो टू सांगे, speak to those kids from Sange, tell them who is Elon Musk. I would love to go somewhere in Bicholi and tell them what is happening in blockchain. These are the type of awareness what we need to do at ground level. That is how people will tomorrow look at getting motivated to maybe be, see they are not even, I am not sure whether they are really motivated at that level just using mobiles that everybody can do, but they have to get motivated to do something, have a vision to falya become say the next Mangiri Salelkar who will come and be your next guest.
Must be my 50th episode. I will have that boy as the boss.
So that is what could happen. So I would say people have to get more exposure and take things ahead.
ओके थँकफुली यू हॅव नो कंप्लेन विथ दी गव्हर्मेंट एवरी टायम कोण तरी बॉसा कडेन उलयतना युजली दे हॅव मे बी ऑन कॅमेरा यू आर नॉट कंप्लेनिंग.
No, not at all. I have no complaints because I have no expectations.
थँक यू व्हेरी मच फॉर स्पेंडिंग टायम विथ अस. हे आशिल्ले मांगरी सालेलकर, फाउंडर एंड CEO ऑफ उमंग सॉफ्टवेअर टेक्नॉलॉजीज प्रायवेट लिमिटेड, जी घोगरान बसून युनायटेड नेशन्सा खातीर काम करता, जी घोगरान बसून वेगवेगळ्या देशाच्या न्युक्लियर कॅपेबिलिटी खातीरूय काम करता आनी तेंच्या बरोबर एसोसिएट आसा, जी घोगरान बसून फक्त घोगळ जाल्ल्या ऑस्ट्रेलिया आनी सिलिकॉन व्हॅलीनी वचून आपले प्रेझेन्स तांणी एस्टाब्लीश केला. आनी हें करपा खातीर कोण असो आमचो गोंयचो इलॉन मस्क म्हणपा जाता आमचो गोंयचोच भुरगो मांगरी सालेलकर हाणें फुडाकार घेतलो आनी ताजी घरकान्नूय ताजे बरोबर रावन तांणी दोगांनी ही कंपनी फॉर्म करून फुडें व्हेल्ली आसा. तुमी पळयतात मीट दी बॉस ही कार्यावळ आमी दर आठवड्याक तुमच्या मुखार हाडटले. हे कार्यावळी वरवीं आमी फक्त एक मनीस मुखार हाडना जाल्यार एक ऑर्गनायझेशनूय हाडटा आनी तुमकां इन्स्पिरेशन जावचें, गोंयकारांक इन्स्पिरेशन जावचें की फुडें कशें सरप हीच मोख आसा. तुमी पळयतात ही कार्यावळ ऑन www.goanewshub.com. आमचे चॅनल पार्टनर्स आसा RDX गोवा आनी प्रोडक्शन पार्टनर्स आसा प्रसाद देशपांडे मेंटॉड goabalin.com आनी कॅमेरा फाटल्यान जे दावत आसा ते म्हणजे एक प्रसाद देशपांडे स्वता आनी नीरज बांदेकार जे आनी दुसऱ्या कॅमेराचेर रावन तांणी हे शूट केल्ले आसा. पळयत राव.
Follow Goa News Hub on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter.
Hi, I am Kaushal Palekar.
Hi, I am Ketan Golatkar.
Hanuman Neglur.
Rahul Desai.
नीरज बांदेकर.
Prasad Deshpande.
Hi, I am Rupesh Samant.
I am associated with
Goa News Hub.
Goa News Hub.
Goa News Hub.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Like us,
Share us
And subscribe us.
Download our app from Google Play Store.
for latest news updates.
visit www.goanewshub.com.
Keep watching us.